What is up, my fellow Lunalites, and welcome to just a normal little Saturday stream. So I know technically we're supposed to be doing spooky Saturdays, but I kind of really wasn't in the mood, for full-on horror, so I'm like, you know what? Let's do some Ace Attorney and Village. I'm kind of in the mood for all that stuff. So, I know we're supposed to be, like I said, following the schedule that I had set. Well, because of the spinal stenosis and all the other issues going on with my back, I took a few days for rest and just trying to take things slow and easy, but I am definitely back and I am ready to go. Also, by the way, I do want to say Happy Father's Day to all of our fathers out there, stepfathers, grandfathers, fathers, and fathers-to-be. I'm not sure if I did that for Mother's Day, but, I guess happy late Mother's Day to all of our mommies, too. Mommies, grandmommies, mommies-to-be, and stepmommies. So, anyways. Okay. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Also, the whole tech difficulty I had, oh my god. I had the volume turned down on my headset. I'm freaking out thinking I broke my headset somehow, and I'm like, oh, crap. Anyways. Maya! So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow! Get going, Nick! Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days, right? Yeah, pretty much. Oops, excuse me. Well, we've no time to waste. Alright. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick! Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia is here, so no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP. WP. Powers, right! Alright. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed them in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Oh, I got eye itchies. Oh, I hate this weather right now. Also, just let you guys know, just ahead of time, monsoon season is coming. Matter of fact, I think monsoon season is already here. We're going to be having a storm coming in soon. I may have to take another few days off while that storm hits and blows over through town. Once the storm has subsided enough, I should be able to stream. We haven't had a monsoon season since 2019. At least we didn't have one last year, as far as I know. Last time we had a really bad monsoon season we lost power at least a few times. So like I said, if that happens, I'm going to be taking another break for a few days, wait for the storm to hit, pass through, and then it should be back to normal. Anyways. Oh, good Pepsi. Not sponsored, but one day, maybe. Just gotta see what the future holds. That's all. Let's make it count. Yes. Though there's not really anything I could do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everybody knows the name Sal Manila. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. That's mean! Phoenix, you have to learn to be nice. God damn. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago? I think we gotta go to the studio. Alright, I'm opening my tea. Her voice always hurts my throat. Ooh, excuse me. Let me just get a good drink here. Ooh, okay. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think her guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station, if we wanted. You eat, you die. Ooh, she's alive. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio big wigs love her. So she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about Sal Manila, the director? Sal, he's soft, a pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? Asking the real questions, that's for sure. That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No. No, it doesn't, Maya. About Mr. Hammer. Ugh. I heard what you said. Let me try that again. Second verse, straight from the top. I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Hey! It's so good to see you. You know, I wasn't expecting anybody to pop in the chat. That is just awesome. How are you? Doing a bath bomb. Ooh, what kind? Calling him a criminal. A thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh. She's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Okay. We're just gonna go now. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the steel samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But, ooh, fragrant jewels. You know, I've been wanting to try those, but, oh, they're expensive. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. Maybe there's something I can examine. I'm bushed. Maybe I'll sit down here for a bit. This is exactly why I don't want to get old ever. Hey, you mind your manners. Some of us are just in pain and can't help it. Hey! Ooh, gifts are fun. I'm still young, I'm just tired. Nick, when you start having to say, I'm still young, you know it's all over. But I am still young. Oh, we should probably want to examine the head. The last time we played, they were talking about the statue's head. The mascot of Global Studios. Apparently, its name is Mr. Monkey. Might as well highlight everything. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. I don't have that card key anymore, so I can't go in there today. The security camera takes photos of everyone who comes through the gate. It doesn't seem to be switched on today. Wait a minute. I want to go to Studio 1 first. Or, the entrance of the studio, sorry. I want to go to the employee area and see if there's anything here. Hold on, my nose is acting up really bad. Ugh. My poor nose. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming. Just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. Yeah! No, no, no. No touching! Huh? Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. It didn't mean. I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. Oh, no, as I was saying earlier, monsoon season's here. And we should be having a storm coming in according to my app. So right now it's hot, hazy, and humid, the 3 H's. And it's just my poor nose. And the worst part about it is most allergy meds put me to sleep, so I can't take anything without being conked out for a few hours. Low tolerance. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatic indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. Cool, let me talk to you really quick. So, you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take a plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to those sleeping pills, see? If there are traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat! Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Ooh, are we gonna actually watch it? Are we gonna actually see it? Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. Yes, what you're gonna do is you're gonna type in, I have chat bots set up for lurking, so you're gonna type in !lurk, and it should still catch you. Well, it's gonna say if you do the lurk option, it should still count your view. I don't actually really care about views, I just stream to stream though. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Cool, I have the steak plate. Yeah, chatbot's got a whole bunch. Oh. I'm not sure how that works. I'm still kind of tech savvy at some of these things. I'm learning still, come on. I mean, I just learned how to layer my traditional art to make it look more digital, so it's like, I'm learning! I'm learning slowly, but I'm learning! We'll get there. How goes your investigation? Speaking of, if it's on the phone, it should do a pop-out screen, or you should have it set up to pop out, kind of like what some of the YouTube videos do. But like I said, though, I'm still learning all these things, and it's taking some time, that's for sure. To tell the truth, it's been a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. Oh, cool! So that's what I mean. It does a pop-out screen like that. But like I said, I'm still kind of new. I mean, heck, I'm still trying to learn OBS software, and that's been a real pain in the butt. I'm trying! I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. How is Edgeworth doing, anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control! He was in the waiting room, and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Oh, talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups, bottles. Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jackhammer's prints on the bottle. So that means, yep, sounds like the one who put Powers asleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Alright, what can we examine? Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. What's the point? Okay, yeah, I've already looked at that one. The remains of the employees' lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to pick it up. T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. I want to go inside the dressing room. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai. What? No! I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah. Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt? You know, bad stuff? I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. Film set? Was that trailer part of the film set, then? What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No! No! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true! If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure! Nick! Say something! Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. I have a feeling I need to present this. And this is... A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think that you would understand better than anyone. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago someone died, and it's Hammer's fault. It was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had. Oh, bleh. I'm using my Penny voice, not my Phoenix voice. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to. But It was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know? Thanks, we'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Alright. We got a motor.
What? You're still slinking around? If you'd like the place so much, why don't you take over for me?
The old windbag doesn't look so good.
Everybody's doing their darnest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer.
She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance? No, she needs to tell us what happened 5 years ago. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago.
Who told? Who did you hear that from?
Huh?
Nicholas!
Nichols? Nichols, Pick. Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to. Okay, I mispronounced her last name. I apologize. I thought it was a different pronunciation of Nicholas, not Nichols. I apologize. That assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he?
Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on somebody's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun?
No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers.
And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof?
Proof? I have proof. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. I got it right here. Here's my proof.
What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove?
Oldbag said grumpy. I know. And she comes back so many times in the anime. It's like, stay with your trial. Don't just jump into other trials, dude. It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it.
What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills? Oh.
Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct?
Well, yes, so?
This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. That did it!
I see.
Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag?
Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in.
Miss Oldbag.
You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio.
I see.
But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone.
Miss Oldbag?
Hold on a minute.
Poor his old bag. Here, take this. A photograph? Oh! Yo! That! Oh, it looks like it has to hurt. Wait a second. This is the picture. Oh, that's my Phoenix voice.
This is the picture.
Is this the trailer in Studio 2?
Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor, and the man fell onto the flower box fence.
But how did you get this?
It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it.
I understand. Alright, we got a bitch to take down. Hello? I have some questions for you. Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? H-E-L-L-O! Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Alright. Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder, and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick! She's really ticking me off! Oh dear. Yeah! Oh, I'm gonna try to get to the court case. I'm gonna try to finish this all and wrap it in one go before I do Village. Village might be later tonight though, but because it's Father's Day and, well, you never know what people have planned for Father's Day, and if the family decides we're all gonna go out to dinner, we're gonna go out to dinner. But again, I'm gonna try. I can't make any promises. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. Ooh. Excuse me, my goodness. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it! Nick, she did it! She's the killer! Ding, ding, ding! My Fey blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it! Oh dear. I have no life. No, we all... Hey, as long as you feel that you're living your best life, that's all that matters. Just be happy and take it one day at a time. That's what I say. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves? Oh dear. Fine. Let's go inside your trailer. It reeks of evil and bitchiness. My husband gave me a look at that like, what? He's pulling his best Vasquez impression in the background. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, I'm crying. I'm crying. I got tears coming out of my eyes. Oh my god. Oh my god. I got... Oh. Oh, this is why I love my husband, man. God damn. Oh. Okay. Okay, serious face, serious face.
Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here.
I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Well, you know, those crumpled documents might be a clue. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. It looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They got some figures for how much the set costs. I can't believe they spent that much money on those sets. Oh, it gets expensive. Oh, no, I already did that. So what am I supposed to be tapping then? Do I need to just hit the posters? Yeah, I wasn't reading all the descriptions. It's like, I'm not interested in all that. It's, unless something actually popped up that was a clue. So what am I supposed to do then? Oh, they're talking about how he doesn't have his license, but he has an attorney badge. No wonder you're riding a bike during the anime. An incinerator. Apparently just put this one in. Sorry, covered in soot. Oh, that's why you wanted me to look around. Oh, there's some flowers here.
Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these.
Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Yeah, there's a bent fence right here. No, you think? These look like materials for making a movie set. They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard. This is where Salmonella and D. Vasquez ate. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too? Something wrong? I don't know. I'm getting this funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know? Can't say that I do. Okay, you told me to go in the trailer. What is it that you want me to look at? I looked at everything. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Damn it. Detective Gumshoe must have left by now. He's probably thinking about what to do in tomorrow's trial. I bet Edgeworth is pretty angry with him. I'm just gonna click on everything, see if maybe something pops up. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that twice. Ooh, excuse me. Hold on, my allergies. The assistant must have gone off somewhere. That stuff about Mr. Hammer must have come as a shock to her. There's a box for snacks on the table. They must give those to the employees. Huh. It's completely empty. I can feel Maya's eyes burning into the back of my neck. Mr. Powers' bag. I hope WP can come pick it up himself soon. Soon. Yeah, I'm just kind of, like I said, I'm kind of clicking everything because a lot of this has been stuff we've already previously clicked before. Oh, I'm not sure being drugged counts as taking a nap. Oh, thank you. It's just, ugh. I see everybody struggling with the weather, and it's like, yeah, I understand. It's kind of dusty outside, you think? You know what? Hold on. Let me just click the door. Click this. Click that. There. Now we can say we thoroughly clicked everything. You know what? Ah! Crap. No, I was gonna move to the law office and see what hit Maya has. Oh, okay, so should we talk to Powers again? No? God, where am I supposed to go? No, wrong button. Okay, hold up. I have a feeling I'm missing something here. I probably am. Yo, I was right. Fuck, I missed something. Oh, I got you. Do you happen to know any... Oops. I meant to present that. Anything about this? She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well... Old bag. Oh? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick? Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. And we're right behind you. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, Sure, it was an accident. But you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh. I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause! You pressured him! And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying, accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be? Oh, what would it be if it weren't... I skipped it way too fast. Sorry. What would it be if it weren't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? Hold on, guys. One sec. Oh, this heat. Alright. That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh. Well, she was a big fan of hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo in the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. What? This is valuable evidence, boys! Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that, where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! Hold it right there! There's that music we know and love. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now! Huh. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. God damn! Let's go! If I could do a villain role, man. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe? Thank you, thank you, thank you! I was really scared! Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Right? Sometimes Gumshoe can be useful. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Okay, I know it's getting close to my cutoff time, but I want to do the trial. We may not be able to get to Village, at least until later tonight. Because I'm going to take probably about a couple hours break, you know, kick it kind of thing. Kick it and relax. But I do want to do the trial. I feel I haven't done my best performance in these trials yet, and it's usually the final trial I get to do my best performance. Right? I need to relax. My back's been aching. But, I mean, comes with the territory, and still waiting on that call for the shots. If I have to, I'll have to call the office Monday and find out what's taking so long. I mean, not like I'm chomping at the bit to get it done, but better to get it done and to see... Ooh, excuse me. And to see what happens. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. I know it says to be continued, but like I said, I'm going to do the trial really quick. Just because I want to do the trial. I mean, if I have to, I'll push Village to tomorrow, but I really want to do the trial today. Let's go. Right? Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. Alright, let's do it. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Alright, let's get it. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2? As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Alright, the day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later, when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. Alright. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over. Cool, I got the van. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Alright. I already know the first one to hit.
Objection!
Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet, there were no bones left on the plates. Ooh. That's right. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order! Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands! Ugh. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? There we go. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits. You and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh, yes. The samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? She couldn't. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I could prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon.
Take that!
Yep. What? I didn't present the wrong evidence. crap. I have part of the walkthrough on just to make sure if I get confused. And, the photo is evidence of how she could have killed him, but, I have to present the spear first because it's broken. I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. But as someone fixed the spear, it was a security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who was wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? Oh, no, sorry, that's my Phoenix voice. Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? Yep. Now I can do the photo. I know, and I skipped them talking. It's like, no, I want to show the photo. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer, standing at the top of the stairs. Oh, cool. So we got one more testifying too, and then we can go ahead and wrap this up. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. Oh, excuse me. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. Excuse me. Oh, my poor throat. It was a close-kept secret at the studio. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago has happened again. Huh? Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Misty Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die? 5 years ago? Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer, all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death then carried to Studio One and placed inside his costume. There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. Take that! Bingo! Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio One, and you used the studio van to do it. Oh! Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio One. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio One. Then before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manila that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manila was a conspirator? Yep. Of course, Sal Manila has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the steel samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? So what happens next? Don't me? Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez? So it was you? No, you think? You killed Jackhammer. I can literally hear the crickets chirping. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright. We just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle? You proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? What? Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? I'd like you to testify again. Testify? Again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn it! To come so far only to fail. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Thank you, Edgeworth! Sorry, I'm like rocking out to the music here. I'm like, yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Very well. Now you come up with a question. Oh my god. Edgeworth, I love you, man. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, Indeed, verily I say, ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Huh. Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? He didn't last time, trust me, sweetheart. After all that, Edgeworth. I was with Sal and Old Bag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Old Bag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and directions. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. I know exactly where to press, because remember when we first met her, she didn't have a script. The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Nope, press harder. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder, after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Yeah, I guess. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please continue. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth! What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well. The witness will change your testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. You have to find something to peg this honor here, or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. Oh! I have to hit the button to present. I hope this is the right one to present. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was a Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo, but that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it. It was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. Ah. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but was it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah! And when was he doing this? Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order! Order! I will have order! I need a drink. Witness! My poor throat. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he had fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Yep. Okay. I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. This is my proof. This is the photo from before? This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. Allow me to present to the court evidence proving Miss Vasquez's motive. I don't know why it wants me to show the photo. This is my proof. This tells us why Miss Vasquez wanted to kill Mr. Hammer? I'd say it all proves is that I'd say all it proves is that the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles. Ooh, I had the wrong photo. And I'll read the chat in just a second. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize the chat was still going. I'm sorry. Ooh. I'm so sorry. Let me read all this really quick. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Oh, I forgot to fix LooneyBot too with the horror games. I'm so sorry. She is gaslighting, yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's finish this because I know hubby wants to play a little Mass Effect too. This is my proof. Wait a minute, why is it? Oh, I hit the wrong one, that's why. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? Oh, no, don't drop my tea. Oops. What? Ooh, excuse me. Your Honor. Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Power with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Seal Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. I'm just adding my own little sound effects when they got the the angry faces, because it's like, come on. So you did do it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah, Miss Vasquez. What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No! No! How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No! Manuel! Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No! Please, please don't die. Please. Oh, I already knew. I watched the anime. I already knew it was her. When you watch the anime and you already know who's done it, it's like, I want to say it, but it's like, I can't say it because that's spoiling and I don't do spoilers on my channel. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. I'm so sorry. I didn't even know chat was going on. I'm like, see, I got so lost in the game. Like, chat was just going. I'm like, oh shit. Okay. Let's do this finale because I need to go take care of the laundry too. Mr. Edgeworth, where's Steve Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever. You know what? This game puts me in the zone. Absolutely. I see. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. I'm craving cookies now. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. I know, but if you watch the anime, which they have season 1's English dub on Crunchyroll and then season 2's English dub on Funimation. Otherwise, Crunchyroll has all of it in with subtitles too. And if you watch it, oh my god, Edgeworth, man. I fell in love with him. That's why I like him. He's a bitch and he's a dick too. But I love him and I can see why. Also, the third opening, Never Lose, is such a banger. I literally, you know, it's not on Spotify, but I listen to it all the time on YouTube. Yes, you're right. I also want to take a break because these headphones are getting really sweaty. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. Yay! Confetti! That is all. This court is adjourned. Oh, it's the happy music that always makes me tear up at the end. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright? Huh? Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? You know, I'm sorry, I was so bored, you know, just sitting in bed doing nothing. I'm like, I don't think there was any evidence though. I guess we'll never know. Yes, of course. I'm not sure I wanted to go down that road. I mean, you're right, it probably was jealousy, but it's, you know, sometimes as they say, for some people, ignorance is truly indeed bliss. And right now, Mr. Powers is off the hook, so let him celebrate. Congratulations, WP. Oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Oh, nobody told him. Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick? Edgeworth! Say something, Wright. I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. A liar. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. It's gonna talk about their friendship. Oh my god, yes. They were so cute as kids in the anime. It's like, oh. I wanted to protect Edgeworth and be like, no, he's my son now. Yes, bromance. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Yeah, right? Feelings! Mr. Wright? Or as Markiplier, one of my favorite YouTubers goes, not now, phone, emotions. Was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? And so, the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. Aww. Nick! This is it! The new show starts today! You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant! Yep. Oh, their bromance goes way back. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. Oh, I got like a little tear. I literally have a tear coming out of my eye. God damn, this game really brings out feels. Alright, we're just gonna do the opening to Turnabout. I believe it said Turnabout Advancement, right? I'm gonna save on my personal playthrough so I can play it in my downtime. But I am gonna save it, and like I said, we're just gonna do the opening and then we're gonna go ahead and call it. Okay. That way we give you guys a preview what to look forward to next time. It's been what? 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered? But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas. Oh boy, Edgeworth. Why do you have the gun? Why do you look so surprised? Why are you on a boat in the river? Those questions will have to be answered next time. So anyways, I'm going to take a break. I think hubby wants to play a game for a little bit. This headset's getting sweaty. Oh, I guess I'm streaming Village in a few minutes. Okay, give me about 5-10 minute break then. I got to wipe my ears down. Headset's getting sweaty. Until then, you guys take care. Thank you for joining me. And as always, we'll see you soon.